What kind of recording is this?
A YB.
You know what? They say this is a man's world, but it ain't nothing without. It's nothing without a woman or a girl. So you know, what's today's date?
The 22nd of January 2020.
Okay, we're gonna read about Sojourner Truth. She delivered this speech in 1851 called "Ain't I a Woman?" And who is Sojourner Truth? First off, let's talk about who was she before we even read what she wrote. Let's get a feel for who she is. Maya.
Well, she was.
Say her name.
Sojourner Truth. She got sold from her from her parents because the white people wanted her to work for them.
The white people wanted her to work, so they brought her.
No, they sold her.
They sold her
for $1,000.
$1,000 and a flock of sheep.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So she was born into slavery?
Yeah.
Could she read and write?
No.
So how did she write a poem?
When she got older, she been able to write. But she died November 26th.
What year? 1883?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how she died?
She got too old.
Okay. So she was a poet. She wrote poems.
Yeah.
So how can you compare her to Malcolm X? They're
What's
both.
Malcolm X?
I mean Muhammad Ali.
Oh. Well, she's a woman, and Muhammad Ali's a man. And ain't I a woman?
What do they have in common?
They both fight for their people.
They both fight for their people.
And they fight for the rights.
They fight for the rights. So what did Muhammad Ali say?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's why they call me Muhammad Ali.
And what did Sojourner say?
Ain't I a woman?
Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to hear this poem. I know our audience is ready to hear how beautifully you guys are about to read this poem.
Yeah. Let's do it.
For YBE.
Well, children, where there is so much racket, there must be something out of kilter. I think that twixt the Negroes of the South and the women at the North, all talking about rights. The white man will be in effect pretty soon. But what's all this here talking about? That man over there says that
women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helps me into carriages or over mud puddles or gives me any best place. And ain't I
a woman?
Look at me. Look at my arms. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could head me. And ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as a man.
When I could get it.
And bear the lash as well. And ain't I
a woman?
I have borne 13 children and seen most all sold off to slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me.
And I a woman?
Then they talk about this thing in the head. What's this they call it?
Intellect.
That's it, honey.
What's that got to do with women's rights and Negroes' rights?
If my cup won't hold but a pint and yours holds a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to let me have my little half measure full? Then that man in black there, he says that women can't have as much rights as men. Why?
'Cause Christ isn't a woman.
Where did your Christ come from?
Where did your Christ come from? From God. And a woman. Man had nothing to do with him.
So, if the first women God ever made was strong enough to turn the world upside down all alone,
these women work together
ought to be able to turn it back
and get it right side up again.
And now they're asking to do it.
The man better let them.
Obliged to you for hearing me. And now, old Sojourner ain't got no more to say. But YB, you better eat. At
Hilltop Learning Academy. Subscribe at our channel.
where birds learn to
Swim.
and fish learn to
Fly. But they don't have any wings, so they have invisible wings.
and frogs learn to
Hop. Fry. Cook.
fried frog legs.
And we are doing a video right
You better eat, cause ain't I?
A woman